It is Little Reader from Little Reader Tarot. I hope everybody is doing well. I know that I am feeling much better the last couple days, actually. Last week was pretty tough for me. But today I'm here to do something a little bit differently than I've done with my other videos. So today I decided I felt called to do a collective weekly love message. So this message would be from September 2nd all the way to September 9th. And with this one, what we're going to do is kind of like a pick a card game, but it's going to be about picking a particular group that you feel the most connected to. So I'd like you to look at these four groups over here. And I'd like you to start thinking about which one you feel more drawn to, okay? So the first group is, we have a group number 1, group number 2, and then group number 3, and lastly, group number 4. So I'll give everybody a couple of minutes to look over which group feels good to them. And then I'll get started, and I'll make sure to timestamp each group at the bottom so that if you don't really feel like watching all 4 of the readings, that's okay. But also, if you do feel like inclined to read all 4 readings, that means there will be some type of message for you from each reading. All right, we'll get started with group number 1. So the cards that I pulled today for group number 1 are Passion. I wonder if you can see it. Let me move the cards. Hold on. There you go. Can you see it? Passion over here, as well as Blossoming Abundance in reverse. The Hermit in reverse. Ten of Swords. And the Magician. So with this particular group, when I was shuffling the cards, I definitely felt that this group, with regards to passion and blossoming and abundance in reverse, is that love has not been so great for you these days. I feel that there has been a lot of disappointment going on, not feeling connected to anyone, not really sure what to do, just feeling really down in the dumps, kind of like feeling pretty low. Maybe some self-esteem stuff is coming up for you. But what I'm seeing with the Passion and the Hermit card in reverse is that you need to stop being so closed off. That's what's coming up for me, is that there's a lot of this closed off energy that has been happening for you, that's been causing a hindrance from you for basically connecting with that passion again, feeling excited about love and feeling excited about new relationships. And I say that because with the Ten of Swords, this tells me that there's been a lot of hurt going on within your love life. You might have recently gone through a breakup, or just even feeling like kind of down in the dumps about like internet dating or going on like apps and things like that, but just feeling like you have not been getting what you deserve. That's what I keep hearing, getting what you deserve. And I think that that's really common for a lot of people these days. I don't think that you're alone in that. I think people have been feeling really insecure, whether they're in a relationship, not in a relationship, just feeling really like disconnected from people, and feeling like, why is this continuing to happen to me? Why do I continue to be single? Like, why is it just happening to me? And I want you to know, like, you're not alone in this. There's a lot of people who are in the same situation, even if they are in a relationship. So just know that. But also I want you to know, with this new fall, basically fall equinox, it's like I've been called to say, and I've been telling a lot of people, and especially within my personal readings, that this is kind of where we're at a point where we get to reinvent ourselves. I think that with all of the summer eclipses and the retrogrades and all of that, that has really like hindered us from moving forward. But with this fall, basically rejuvenation with the Magician, is reminding us that we can ultimately decide what kind of love life, what a romantic life will look like, and we can manifest who we really want in our life and who we really desire. And I suggest, with that, I'm getting told that I really would suggest writing down kind of like a list of things that you or qualities that you would want in a person, and start reading them daily, like post it on a post note, like where you need to put it, like maybe in the bathroom or something like that, and just so where you have a visual where you can see it almost daily, and just remind yourself that that is what you want and it's going to happen. It's just in a matter of time. All right, so that was message for group number 1. Okay, let's move on to group number 2. I'm going to move this over here. Okay, so the cards that I pulled for you today are wedding, financial constraints, 6 of Cups, and 9 of Swords in reverse, as well as the King of Cups. So this particular group, I definitely feel like it is about a relationship. Whether or not, I don't think that you're in a committed relationship. That's not where I got that from. I think it's more about people who are in maybe the starting stage of dating, or have been dating someone on and off, and things have been kind of rocky, or things, you started dating someone and then this person backed away for some reason. I'm definitely feeling like this message is particularly for that situation. I say that because with the wedding doesn't necessarily mean an actual wedding card. So this doesn't mean that, to me, when I read this card, it doesn't mean like there is an actual legitimate wedding. I think that what it represents to me is about a stage of commitment. So getting to a more committed, stable relationship where it's monogamous, it's just you and this person. I think that is what it's directed towards, and that's what I'm hearing. And I'm thinking what's happening is, particularly with this group that maybe is in separation or things are not working out, is that the person that you're dealing with is definitely in financial constraint, and that is causing the rift within the relationship. I feel like this read is really simple and straightforward, so this message will be really quick. Is that, yeah, this person is going through some really hardships financially that's causing a strain in the relationship, that's causing a blockage for them to come forward towards you. But they do see you as like soulmate material, because the 6 of Cups is often about past life relationships, connections, sometimes karmic relationships. But I definitely see this as this person views you as a soulmate. But with that financial constraint, I do see them coming out of that and coming towards you, because if this 9 of Swords was upright, that means that they're continuing to feel blocked mentally, and will definitely be having like sleepless nights and things like that. That's causing them a lot of emotional strain and mental strain within themselves, that's blocking this relationship. But because it's in the reverse, I see that they're coming out of that financial constraint. I feel like they're finally like getting like their feet on the ground again. They are it's like it's although they have financial constraint, like although there's like some financial issues, I do feel like they have a plan to come forward, and that's opening them up to be able to communicate to you and to come in towards you. And I see them coming towards you with the King of Cups. So they're definitely putting all those like negative aside. They feel a bit more confident about the situation, and they're going to come to you in a more mature, loving way. So that is the message for group number 2. All right, so group number 3, the cards that I pulled for you today are playfulness. Move here. The World, Page of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, and the Five of Swords. So I think this one is particular. It is a message directly towards you, group number 3. And it's asking you to be playful again. Like, stop being such a scaredy cat. I feel like this particular group has always been playing it safe, not really open to new ideas, only dating a certain way. And the message for you is that you need to expand what you want in a relationship with the World card. And you need to expand what love looks like again. And you need to, like, I get this message that it's okay to online date. Like, don't play it safe. Like, don't assume. What is it? Oh, sorry, 1 second. I'm getting this message that stop waiting for people to come towards you and go for it. So whether that is like online dating or just approaching somebody at a restaurant or a coffee shop, like, you need to do some of the work. Like, stop depending on other people to do the work. Sorry, that might be harsh, but that's what the message that I'm getting. And I say that because I think you've always, with the Page of Pentacles, that tells me that you have been playing it safe, that you're taking love really slowly and almost a little too seriously, and you need to kind of let loose. And and I say that because also with the Nine of Cups, it could be like could indicate like sometimes like going on a little party and having a few drinks or things like that. Sometimes depending on the card, and I see that with the playfulness, but I also see it as like, you need to do this because this is going to open up your wish come true. And I say that because with the Five of Swords, I feel like the reason why that you have been playing it safe so much is because that you have been hurt in the past, that somebody didn't necessarily hasn't been very loyal, but also just kind and very manipulative. I feel like that is what you've dealt with in the past that has caused you to put a guard up. But the message is very clear for you today, group 3, is that you need to, in order to move on from this hurt, is that you really need to start being flirty again and being playful and being open to new ways of dating. Okay. All right, and for group number 4, the cards that I pulled for you today are Keep an Open Mind, the 6th Chakra Archangel Metatron in reverse, the Lovers, the World, and the 2 of Wands. So with Keep an Open Mind and the 6th Chakra in reverse and Archangel Metatron, I think that right now is that you don't really know who you want in love. I think that you always viewed a partner to be a certain way, and it's starting to not work out for you, and it's actually keeping you from finding somebody that you may be connecting with. And I feel like with this particular group, with group 4, is that there's always been this idea of like social pressure of what a person should be for you, and what you should, it's like, how to explain it? Sorry. It's about you always thinking that a person should be a certain way because of what people have told you in the past, of what maybe looks good on paper, but you've done all of that in the, like, you've dated people in the past that you have who have adhered to those standards, but they're not a match for you. And with this message of keep an open mind and the sixth chakra in reverse, is that this whole idea of those standards are actually causing you to not be clear about what you want, and it's causing a lot of confusion. And so the message is saying, like, keep an open mind. Maybe date people that don't look or have this characteristics of who you normally would date in the past. Because when you do this, it's opening up like whole new doors because of the Lovers card. So it's telling you that this message is very clear, saying that if you open those new doors and you keep an open mind about and date outside of your box, then love is going to come to you, and a new cycle is going to start with the World card. It's going to open so many more doors that are not necessarily just about love, but also doors in other areas of life. It's like a new path. And I say that because of the Two of Wands as well, is about a new contract. It's about a new start. So like a fresh new idea that's going to come in fruition. And it's interesting because we have the World card, but also if you see with this card, there's a person who holds the world. And it's like, okay, if I keep an open mind and I open to new opportunities and new people, then the world could be in my hands. And that's why I think this message is also a bit more spiritual too, is that, yeah, you need to stop being so closed off to new people, because this is part of your path. When you open the doors to new people, life is going to start for you. Like, you're going to get out of this stagnation and new things are going to come to you, like abundance. I keep getting that feeling like new things are happening for you if you take the opportunity and you take the next steps with trying something new in love. All right, everyone. So that is a wrap for all the groups. If you would like a reading with me, there is the information below. You can also, you can email me at littlereadertarot@gmail.com. And you can also find me on Instagram at littlereadertarot, and you can direct message me there as well. I hope that was helpful. Safe travels and kind regards. Have a good one. Bye.